Hey, and we're live. I'm your host, BKP. It's 8:09. We apologize. I've been told by the entire staff not to have a meltdown. I don't know what the hell leads you people to believe I would have a meltdown. I don't know what would make you think for one damn minute I would be upset about anything. I don't know what it is. Minor technical difficulty this morning. You know, I come in here, I say, hey, I just want to do the show. Just want to be a nice guy. Next thing I know, everybody, don't have a meltdown. Right? I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. We had to redirect the FYN TV servers this morning to YouTube, and we're coming to you live on YouTube. Let's go over a couple things real quick. Amanda, hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing better.
That's phony. That was phony. That was really phony. That was
besides your meltdown.
Me! I did not melt down. Obviously, listen, folks, out there, I'm your host, BKP. No matter what Sam or Amanda may say today, no matter what you hear on the street, no matter what, do not believe either of them, Sam or Amanda. I did not have a meltdown. Let's tell them how to get in touch with us. Pouring the rain Tuesday morning here in North Georgia. Pouring the rain. You can get in touch with the show at chief at fetchernews.com or 706-889-9700, 706-889-9700. You can also follow us on Twitter at Fetcher News, at FYNTV, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Sometimes FYNTV.com. The server there, we've had here recently a couple minor technical difficulties with that server that we're working on, but we'll get through those. But if you'll follow us on YouTube, FYN-TV YouTube, Fetcher News YouTube channel, anytime we're broadcasting live or we upload a video, you'll get a notification. Now, a couple things I want to get some. Do you have the pictures ready? I mean, besides, okay. I want to get a couple things here. Let's do, it's qualifying week, all right? What does that mean? This week, all of the Georgia State offices, all of your county elected offices, your cities that are up for election, they're happening. Many of them are happening. The qualification is for this week. Okay. So what we have done, and we're going to keep Fetcher News is dedicated, the entire staff. Okay. Sam worked on this yesterday, got some things ready. Our team of writers worked all day yesterday. They're working all week to get information from candidates. Amanda's working on this. So we guarantee, this is a big one, we guarantee in the counties we serve to be the leading source of election information. That's my guarantee to you, okay? And here at FYN TV Fetcher News, our commitment is just to bring you the most information for you to make a decision to be an informed voter when you go to the polls. That's it. That's all we want to do. So this week is qualifying. Let's go with, we're going to show you how to follow in your area election updates, okay? So let's go with what I call FYN election, the first one. That's not the first one. That's not number one. I mean, I didn't have the meltdown over the technical difficulty, but you don't put up number 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Why did you go to number 4?
Here's the number 1.
Yeah, no, hey, oh yeah, wow. You remember, that's what I asked for to begin with. Oh. Anyhow, folks, if you go to FetcherNews.com, okay, if you go to FetcherNews.com, go to the main page, this is what you see. You'll see a button right there, the second button in, that says Election 2018. That's what that button says, right? Election 2018, right there. All right? Anytime during the election season, I called that a season, right? Election, you click on Election 2018 and you'll go and get all the information, okay? Now, if you look underneath that one, right, you'll see all the buttons there. Gilmer, Fannin, Pickens, Union, Dawson County, White County, Towns County, Murray County, Lumpkin County, and Cherokee County, North Carolina. All right, let's go to election. I have to turn my phone off. They're going back and forth. Let's go to election number 2. Is that number 2? Okay, you get me to election number 2. Is that it? Okay, now what we've done there is we've clicked on Gilmer, went to election number 1, the main page, all right, fetchernews.com. Now we've clicked on Gilmer County, all right? Now if you look across the top there, where it says the buttons also again, you'll see fyntv.com, you'll see election 2018. Where you see election 2018, when you click on there, everything that's happening in Gilmer County or your county will be there, okay? That's what election 2018, boom. You want to go to your county, Gilmer, you want to find out what's going on with the candidates for the election here in the primary in Gilmer County, election 2018. All right, let's go to election button number 3. There you go. Now, what we've done is we clicked on election 2018. All right? And this is what you find, okay? And you're going to get all the information. You're going to get House Speaker David Ralston qualifies for re-election in House District 7. If you click on that, you will be able to read the Speaker of the House, your representative in District 7 has requalified down at the state capitol to run for another term. On the left-hand side, it says Gilmer election candidates qualify. If you click on that and you want to know what candidates have qualified in your county, go ahead, let's click on that. Go ahead to the last picture, number 4. You know, the one you started with. So we clicked on it, and it says Gilmer election candidates qualify, and this is yesterday. Yesterday, as of Monday, Charlie Paris, the commission chair, current commission chair, Charlie Paris of Gilmer County has qualified to run for another term. Ronald Watkins has qualified to run for Board of Education District 5. Michael Bramlett has qualified to run for Board of Education District 4. So we will be adding to this your county all week long, all right? This is where you will go. So let's just go one more time. Let's go with number 1, okay? Let's start with number 1. You go to fetchernews.com, all right? fetchernews.com, you see the button says election 2018. Right underneath there, you see all of your counties, Gilmer, Fannin, Pickens, Union, all of your county buttons. If you want to find out about your county, your Board of Education, your commissioners, you click on that. You click on the county. We've clicked on Gilmer. Go to number 2. As you can see there, number 2. There you go. Number 2. And you see we clicked on Gilmer. Well, we're on the Gilmer website, fetchernews.com, Gilmer, election 2018 button. Boom, you click on that. Let's click on that button. This is what comes up. You'll see immediately when you click on that, number 3. All right. Election 2018, Gilmer election candidates, it's Speaker David Ralston. And then when you click on one of the stories, number 4, you'll get all the candidates that qualified. That is in each of your county, and we will go over those at 9 o'clock. We will look at qualifying at 9 o'clock. So we're just going to work through that. We're going to have new information every day, and my guarantee to you out there, folks, is that our staff will work nonstop, tirelessly, never taking a break, Amanda, not even looking up. I mean, just anything we have to do to get all the information for you to be an informed voter. Now, last night, the nightly news, I don't know what to lead with. The drunk that made all the nightly news, Nunberg, Nunberg. Okay, let's do this. All right. Show me the picture. Let me have the picture here. This is. I forget her name. Erin. Is it Erin? Is her name on CNN? All right, Sam on CNN. Right. Show the picture there. And they're trying to sober him up. Okay. Former Trump aide. Trump knew about Trump Tower meeting, and he's drinking coffee there. Is that picture large enough to see the expression on her face?
It is. It's a expression of anguish.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so CNN's trying to sober the guy up. But here's the interesting thing is this guy here, ex-Trump campaign aide Sam Nunberg dares to be arrested during possible booze-fueled media blitz. So the dude gets drunk. He got fired as an assistant to the assistant to the assistant. I mean, he's like Dwight Schrute from The Office. He's assistant to the assistant, okay? He's like 12 assistants down. But he is named in Robert Mueller's subpoena for all of his emails. So, he's off his meds. And he gets drunk, and he goes to every media outlet yesterday and says, the hell with Mueller. Hey, but folks, we question, there's a lot, people get upset. Some of the out in the Hamptons this weekend, they will drink, they will have drinks. They will have cocktails out in the Hamptons. And they will talk about Trump's attack of the media. The elites that graduated from the esteemed journalism schools and have an enormous amount of degrees. But, folks, this guy, this Sam Nunberg, okay, they stopped both CBS Evening News, ABC World News Tonight, okay? They stopped their lead story, okay, to run with this. The former Trump campaign aide believes investigators have evidence that the Trump campaign may have colluded with the Russians, but Nunberg refuses to appear before federal grand jury, hyped CBS. ABC anchor David Muir wasted little time in getting to sensationalizing the report. ABC, okay, NBC Nightly News, Lester Holt, CBS, the top three pushed everything aside, pushed back that the South Koreans and North Koreans met, and Donald Trump's tough rhetoric, tough talk, rocket man language, my button is bigger than your button, may be working and may have Rocket Man to the table saying, hey, you know what, we will denuclearize if we could get a guarantee of, our nation's security and safety. Tell Trump not to kick our ass, and we'll look at ending the whole nuke thing, okay? All right? Just don't send Dennis Rodman back over here. I'm serious. That's not the top news. No. But it was just the top news 3 weeks ago when Pyongyang or whatever it is, the Olympics, and they were concerned that the little whack job would lob a nuke into there because of Trump's saber rattling. Nope, the nightly news. The nightly news. We're going to show you, folks, what the nightly news pushed back to lead with. Now, this is CNN, all right? Let's go with Amanda. Let's go with Erin Burnett, okay? Directly asked Sam. Now, don't get these like the pictures backwards. I tell you when I came in this morning, don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like I said number 1 a minute ago and I got number 4. Okay? So I'm going to give you the title, okay? Can we work with that? Thank you. Oh, I love the smile. It's so real. Erin Burnett directly asked Sam Nunberg if he's been drinking. I have smelled alcohol on your breath. Let's go with that one. Now, this is the guy that led the news yesterday, okay?
I reached out to a Trump ally before you came on to say, what do you think about Sam? What would you say? And essentially, this person told me, I just want to be direct because he's not the only one to say it.
Yeah.
You're drunk or off your meds. At least half a dozen other CNN reporters have received similar messages. What do you say to them? I mean, is this a hit job or is there something wrong?
No, I don't care what they say. I think it's fun. You know what? I really could care less what the Trump White House has to say about me. They have a president, as you know. What was your poll that you produced last week, Erin? What is he at, 38%?
You're talking about his approval rating.
Yeah, his approval rating. So any of them to criticize me, I could tell you, if Roger and me were in there, Trump would be at 55%.
Roger Stone.
Yes, Roger Stone. So whatever they want to say, they could say whatever they want about me. I don't care. Once again, I would say they're doing a terrible job for him. And they've been doing a terrible job they've been doing a terrible job since he's been elected.
Are they trying to do some coordinated hit job on you by reaching out to reporters and saying those things about your state of mind today?
I don't know. I don't know.
This
is the first time I've heard about this. They're more than they can do whatever they want. Whatever they want. Whatever they want.
Okay, so now wait a minute. You got to understand, this is the guy, okay? Now we're going to get into some real news today. This is the guy, they pushed back everything. This led to news. Top story. You remember the day when, the first 15 minutes, or at least the first 3 minutes, you wanted to be tuned in for those 3 minutes because you were going to get the top story. Let's go to the next one. CNN, Erin Burnett, to former Trump aide, talking to you, okay? Talking to you, I have smelled alcohol on your breath. You got that one, Amanda? Let's roll with that.
Okay, so let's see them.
So, Sam, I have to ask you one other thing.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's an awkward question to ask, but, I've interviewed you before. You're sitting very close to me.
Yes.
We talked earlier about what people in the White House were saying about you.
Yeah.
Talking about whether you were drinking or on drugs or whatever they had happened today. Talking to you,
Yeah.
I have smelled alcohol breath.
Well, I have not had a drink.
You haven't had a drink, so that's
No.
not.
No.
So I just, because it is the talk out there, again, I know it's awkward, let me just give you the questions. You can categorically answer them. No, you haven't had a drink today?
My answer is no. I have not.
Anything else?
No.
No.
No. Besides my meds.
Okay.
Antidepressants, is that okay?
No, I'm just trying to understand.
Well, look. They
What
can say
happened today?
They can say whatever they want. I don't really care. Once again, they're pathetic. Their president has a 33% approval rating. What was the rating number you guys released?
I don't know the exact number. It was in the 30s.
It was in the 30s. So whatever they want to say about me, that's fine. Fine.
No, just my meds, Amanda. I'm only on my meds, antidepressants. Did you notice they scrubbed smell alcohol from the video?
Oh my gosh,
Did you notice that?
this is such a crap show.
But okay, so you got to understand. Oh, Sam, he did 90 interviews yesterday. I mean, everywhere. I mean, this guy was having a drink over here and having a drink over there, and he was going on every show. And Erin says, Sam, I forgot to ask, are you drunk as hell? Sam, are you going to be able to stay in the chair? Yeah.
They have CNN is stooped to an all-time low.
No. What I'm getting at, though, I agree with you, Amanda. But what I'm saying is, you do realize all the nightly news broadcasts, CBS, NBC, Lester Holt, they pushed back big stories and led with this. This was the lead in the news last night, that Sam Nunberg, a former aide to an aide to an aide that carried a bag for the Trump organization that may have emailed Roger Stone, has been subpoenaed by, and here was the news, he was drunk off his ass yesterday, going everywhere saying, I don't care what Robert Mueller says.
It's just antidepressants. Like,
could you let me finish my drunk? I mean, I'm doing my. You could do your drunk routine as soon as I'm
I
done.
was sitting in here busting out laughing.
You want to go split screen and see who can do a better drunk?
No.
Oh, why not? So the thing is, Sam's like, I don't care. I don't care. You know, Nipsey Russell, for you kids out there, you don't understand. I don't care what Robert Mueller says. How many subpoenas? Bring you a damn subpoena. I don't care. I go to jail. I'm not giving you emails. That was the lead of the news last night.
So ridiculous.
No, I'm serious. So, have you been drinking? I smell alcohol on you. Haven't? No, I haven't been drinking. Does it include my meds? You know, the antidepressants. You know, I'm a couple of those. You know. Couple of those. I had a whiskey in the limo. Does that count? Oh my gosh. So let's go to one more, okay? Because this is, because we're going to get into some news right now in a minute, but this is exactly 100% why the media cannot be trusted. They just cannot. This is what they brought you as news. Let's do former Trump aide, Mueller won't send me to prison. This is when he's doing the drunk, Mueller won't send me to prison. Let's do that one for a minute, okay? What was that, a thumbs up or give you a minute? I'm telling you, folks.
And so now let's go to Sam Nunberg. He's here with me tonight on set, former Trump campaign advisor. Sam, thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, you know, I was a campaign advisor from 2011 to 2015. When everybody was laughing at Donald Trump. So for
you were
Sarah,
a campaign advisor from 2011, so he was
yeah,
thinking
so
about
for
running
Sarah,
for that long? It was that expensive?
Yeah, I said for Sarah Huckabee to start criticizing me, I would say, and I know and I know you may not like it the way I say it, she should shut her fat mouth.
I don't like that at all. I find that, completely irrelevant.
It's irrelevant, but I understand. But
right,
yeah,
you can comment on the
but she
substance
says
of what
I'm
she
bizarre. I'm bizarre. Yeah, it's pretty bizarre what her father does. That's, to me, it's pretty bizarre.
Okay.
Okay, we won't get into it. Fine.
Okay. No. I actually don't think she used the word bizarre. She said, I think he definitely doesn't know that for sure because he's incorrect.
I don't know.
There was no collusion.
I don't know.
She's
for
talking
sure.
about whether wrongdoing was. I don't think she used the word bizarre at all to refer to you.
No,
just to be
but she had her people do it on background for the interview.
Okay, but what does her appearance have to do with it? I just want to be direct about that.
Oh no, I didn't mean about. No, I meant that she should shut her mouth about talking about me. That's what I meant, not about her appearance.
Okay, so look, I wasn't planning on asking about this early in the interview, but because
Yes,
you
ma'am.
talked about her fat mouth, I want to ask you about this because it is important. You've done 6 interviews in the past 4 hours, right?
6?
You've been busy.
Maybe
6 is
yeah.
our count. Okay, so look, bizarre was a word that some White House officials were using to describe some of your interviews. Nuts is another one. Okay,
Really?
so that's where the
Yeah,
word came from. So that's probably where you got it.
But Erin, I would like whoever said that to say it on the record.
Okay, but let me ask you this.
Yes.
Because you talked about her fat mouth. You called her a fat slob in another interview that you did on New York One. I reached out to a Trump ally before you came on to say what do you think about Sam? What would you say? And essentially, this person told me, I just want to be direct because he's not the only one to say it.
Yeah.
You're drunk or off your meds. At least half a dozen other CNN reporters have received similar messages. What do you say to them? I mean, is this a hit job or is this a hit job or is it a hit job or is it?
Okay, we already watched that part. He called Sarah Huckabee Sanders a fat slob in one interview. He's told her to shut her fat mouth. He did 6 interviews. So you got this assistant to the assistant to the assistant for the Trump campaign that got fired in 2015 for racial comments on his Facebook page. The Trump team fired this guy, and he does 6 interviews. Can you see he's in the limo? Okay, you got me over to CBS. CBS. Take me to CBS, man. Take me to I want to talk to CBS. I want to talk to anybody else. Get back in a limo, pour me another drink. Can you get me over to NBC? I want to go to NBC. This is a little bizarre. I want to do NBC. Will they let me in? What number are they on the elevator? Can somebody push the elevator? I missed there. I want to go up to NBC. Can you get me up there? And then he goes over to 6. Why they come say it to my face? So the guy's drunk off his meds, does 6 interviews, calls Sarah Huckabee Sanders a fat slob, okay, calls her, tells her to shut her fat mouth. This is because Robert Mueller, special counsel, has subpoenaed him, okay, for his emails, all right, relating to the Trump campaign, I guess, all back and forth between each other. There's several. And he refused early on in the day. And then later in the day, okay, when they got enough coffee in him, later that evening, got a little nap. Sam, come on, let's take a little nap. The guys in the white coats showed up. Maybe he was, they gave him a shot. Got him a little nap, sobered him up a little bit, and he said, whoa, you know what? I better comply with Robert Mueller. But this was the lead of the news. This was it. So we're going to come back after this break. We're going to talk about the tariff, 25% and 10%, all right? And we're going to talk about Donald Trump keeping campaign promises, DACA, and hey, it's qualifying time. We're going to talk about the candidates running for office here in Georgia. It's election day in Texas. But I figured, hey, my aspiration is to have the big network, Amanda, right? The monstrous network. So I guess I should lead with Sam being drunk also, right?
No.
No?
But Sam would never do that. So you're a very lucky man. You got me and Sam, right?
That deserves a break. A very lucky man.
Really? Really?
What? Now, come on. Let's go. We'll discuss it over the break. Get me out of here. I want to sober up. Take us a break, Amanda.
Oh my God.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World, brand name merchandise at unbelievably low prices. Furniture, appliances, and electronics. Circuit World is locally owned and operated, serving the tri-state area. Circuit World has highly trained professionals to help. Visit your hometown Circuit World today. 3 locations in Georgia: Ellijay, Blue Ridge, and Blairsville, Franklin, and Murphy, North Carolina. No credit checks, so let Circuit World deliver to you today.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on-site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Medium Pizza Hut pizzas, just $5.99 each.
Did they say Pizza Hut?
For $5.99?
Yes, and yes.
Yes. Introducing the deal you want on the pizza you crave. 2 medium pizzas, just $5.99 each. No one out pizzas the hot.
I've had the time of my life. I never felt like this before. I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you. I'll tell you something. This could be love, because I've had the time of my life.
The Tupelo Tea mission is to provide over 80 premium tea blends for tea lovers who are looking for ways to explore new flavors and blends. Come visit Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Be sure to sample our various varieties of honey and tea. Visit us on the web at tupelotea.com or call us at 706-946-TEAS. That's TEAS. Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
It's just this simple. Nobody beats Days on price. If it's a Chevy, you'll pay less at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Now save $4,000 off a new 2018 Chevy Malibu, or save up to $10,000 off a new 2018 Silverado Crew Cab. It doesn't matter which Chevy you choose. Nobody beats Days on price. $10,000 off Silverados and $4,000 off Malibus at Days Chevy in Jasper.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
And we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. It's 8:45. pouring the rain out there in North Georgia. If you're in North Georgia, it's raining here. Sorry about for the first 6 to 7 minutes this morning with our technical difficulty. Let's tell people how to get in touch with us. If you have news, now we'll do this again after 9 o'clock. We're going through trying to show you this morning, and don't take this wrong, trying to show you how you can keep up with all the election information that's out there, so you can make the most informed decision before you vote in upcoming May 22nd primary. I'll have to look at the calendar. So if you'd like to put that back up, I use it to just follow along. If you'd like to send us an email, it's chief@fetchernews.com. If you would like to text the show, or if you have a news tip out there or something's going on in the election, you need to communicate with us at 706-889-9700. Or you can follow us on Twitter at FetchYourNews, at FYNTV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Fetch Your News FYNTV, and you will get a notification every time we have a live broadcast or we upload a video. There you go. Now you can take that down. Okay. That's important. You leave it up while I say that. It's very important. Now, Sam wanted me, we just finished our Sam is drunk story, but Sam, Ella Sam.
Distinguish what Sam you're talking about here.
Sam wanted to make sure that I let the audience know it is not her. She's in the other room. She's only had a couple drinks, and she is on her meds. Okay. So
oh my God!
Could you watch the door to see if it opens and something happens to me? No, I want to make sure. That's a joke. That is a joke, folks. Please, that's a joke. We are talking about Sam Nunberg, right? Is that his name? Nunberg, the drunk that went to 6 interviews yesterday that made the mainstream front page of every paper. The drunk, and I know Hillary never had a drunk in the campaign. Just Bill. Bill's not a drunk. I'd say he likes a mixed drink. Would you guess Bill likes a mixed drink? I would say but anyhow. All right, so the trade wars. This is how it is given. It is presented to the American people. Donald Trump's war on trade. Okay? All right? But it's not playing across they don't like to hear this, the flyover states. That's what the left and right coast call middle America, the flyover states. They don't like to hear that. So the 25% on steel, we're going to talk about this, the 25% on steel tariff, import steel, and 10% on aluminum. So, please excuse me, I'm sorry for that. Let's play the Donald Trump, I'm not backing down tariffs, doesn't think trade war will happen, okay? And I'm going to explain to you why he is correct in just a minute. But let's play that video. Do you have that one, Amanda? Let it roll.
No, we're not backing down. Mexico is, we've had a very bad deal with Mexico, a very bad deal with Canada. It's called NAFTA. Our factories have left our country. Our jobs have left our country. For many years, NAFTA has been a disaster. We are renegotiating NAFTA, as I said I would. And if we don't make a deal, I'll terminate NAFTA. But if I do make a deal, which is fair to the workers and to the American people, that would be, I would imagine, one of the points that we'll negotiate. It will be tariffs on steel for Canada and for Mexico. If they aren't going to make a fair NAFTA deal, we're just going to leave it this way. People have to understand our country on trade has been ripped off by virtually every country in the world, whether it's friend or enemy. Everybody. Thank you. I don't think you have a trade war. I don't think so. I don't think you're going to have a trade war now.
We have been ripped off by friend and enemy. I mean, it's like Trump says, and we're calling these people our friends. Folks, NAFTA, okay? NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement, all right? And, you know, we need to thank the Bush family, the Clintons, the World Trade Organization. We need to thank everybody that took advantage of you and I out here in rural America. When NAFTA, North American Free Trade Agreement, okay? Bilateral talks began with Mexico, which Canada joined. The NAFTA followed, entered into force on January 1st, 1994. Tariffs were eliminated. Progressively, and all duties and quantitative restrictions, with the exception of those on limited number of agricultural products traded with Canada, were eliminated by 2008. Okay? Donald Trump said, I will eliminate NAFTA. If they don't come to the table, folks, I will eliminate NAFTA. We're not backing down. Mexico, we've had several bad years here. If we can't make a deal, I will terminate NAFTA. We have been ripped off by our friends and our enemies for years. So President Trump is not backing down. The globalist nerves are shot. Their nerves are shot because NAFTA is a big moneymaker, not for the factory worker in Middle America, not for steel workers, not for those that work in the aluminum plants, not in the trucking industry, manufacturing, but to the World Trade Organization and Canada and Mexico that have been taking advantage of us and just running trucks up and down to no cost, no tariffs, and took our factories. You know, I was so frustrated the other day to hear the elites talking about, but it's $175 a car, and if you times that by X, that's how many. I wonder how many of the elites took the time to count how many Ford trucks come in through Canada, how many Ford and Chevys come in through Mexico that are not manufactured here at all. How many automobiles with steel and aluminum come into this country with no tariffs that are not manufactured here at all? The EU, I think Germany has like a 10% tariff tax on our cars. You will not find our American-made cars, all right? You will not find our American-made cars in anywhere else in the world as freely as you will see the BMWs and the Mercedes and the Jaguar and all of the imports into this country. Nowhere else in the world will you see as many American cars just freely with no tariffs whatsoever like you see imports into this country. Now, this is my guess. I'm not. Let's just say, why? Okay, why do auto manufacturers like Toyota, Nissan, Kia, why are they investing in this country, and why have they been for years? Okay, because without tariffs, all of their parts, all of their steel, all of their aluminum have been dumped in this country at no extra cost. All right? I would doubt the transmissions that come in off the ship for the foreign cars have an additional cost. They're using dumped cheap steel. They're going into states that are totally giving away the tax base to get them there. They do not have unions to deal with. And they're paying a modest fair wage. I call it fair. I know sometimes somebody doesn't like to hear that. Donald Trump is not starting a trade war. He is standing up. And what upsets them the most, he is keeping campaign promises. Now let me go over one thing before I go into the next story, because I don't want to get sidetracked. The Atlanta Business Chronicle, okay? Atlanta Business Chronicle, April 8th, 2002. April 8th, 2002. Let's see, NAFTA was 1994. Levi Strauss, you got a picture of the old Levi Strauss there? Levi Strauss and Company will shut its manufacturing plant in Blue Ridge, Georgia. You see, didn't I send you a picture of Levi's? I mean, are you awake over there or what? All right. Is that the picture I sent you? Oh, I see. I get it.
Levi's?
Yeah, I got it. I catch on. So Levi Strauss closing Blue Ridge plant. This is April 8th, 2002. Levi Strauss and Company will shut its manufacturing plant in Blue Ridge. You know, this past Sunday, and the reason I bring this up is I'm only about 15 miles from the Levi's plant, okay, in Blue Ridge, and I happened to live here when it closed. And Sunday, I was listening to, I think, the likes of Chris Wallace saying, well, they said they were going to put a tariff, the EU, on Levi's, particularly Levi's jeans, bourbon, and our automobiles or something else. I forget the third one, okay? That was all too important that the EU was going to retaliate. And I was thinking, really, will anybody in North Georgia be concerned to hear there's going to be a tariff on Levi's jeans that will end up probably coming from Mexico? Levi's Strauss and Company will shut its manufacturing plant in Blue Ridge by the end of June 2002 as part of its previously announced shift away from manufacturing and towards marketing. The company will close 5 other plants by the end of the year. Here is their statement. This is a painful but necessary business decision, said CEO Philip Marin. Forget his last name. There is no question that we must move away from owned and operated plants in the U.S. to remain competitive in our industry. There is no question that we must move away from owned and operated plants in the U.S. to remain competitive in our industry. 2002. NAFTA, folks. You see, it's not hard to go anywhere and find a pair of Levi's, 501 blues, right? You can find them all day long. They're coming right into this country from Mexico, for the most part, I'd say. Coming right in here from Mexico, going on the shelf. No tariffs, no extra cost, just your jobs. You see, your 3,300 jobs here in Fannin County that went to Mexico. Trump will win here. Do not get nervous. This is not a trade war. Trump will win. He did not just get mad the other night and decide to slap a 25% on steel or aluminum. There's a couple things, and I'm gonna close with this on this story here. There's a couple things on the trade. One, seriously, all jokes aside, politicians are not prepared to handle and do not know how to handle a campaign promise actually being kept. As silly as it sounds, they are up there in Washington, D.C., walking around in circles saying, what is this guy doing? Well, he's keeping a campaign promise. Really? So that's what that looks like? Yeah, he's really going down the list. Remember, I said this at the beginning of the Trump administration, all right? And for those of you that have watched the show for quite some time, all right, I told you that Donald Trump has, okay, a legal pad. That's my opinion. This is my opinion. And throughout the campaign, this is just my thought, is every time he got on Trump Force One, or as he was riding in the SUV to go to another campaign rally, he had somebody write down what he promised at that last rally. This is my opinion. I believe it to be true. And I believe when he was elected President of the United States, he took that legal pad and he said, this is what I promised the American people. This is what I can envision. I really think this is the way the guy operates. And I think every single day he pulls that out and he looks at the promises he made the people in Wisconsin, the voters. He made the voters in Michigan. He made the voters in Texas. I think he looks at all of those promises that he made. And they cannot take that he's keeping campaign promises. They can't take it. That is number one. All right? He will win this trade battle. And I'm going to prove to you he's going to win this trade battle. You will see. Canada will come to the table. Okay? Mexico will come to the table. The EU will come to the table. Do not worry about the knee-buckling, okay, leftist journalist, okay, the milquetoast, extra white, whether they, no matter how they act, they will be okay. They'll still be able to afford their BMWs. They'll still be able to afford their foreign cars. And Donald Trump will win the trade discussion, 25% on steel. I am so tired of hearing, I'm going to close with that today. I'm going to tell you why I'm so tired of hearing $175 on the steel. When we come back, we're going to talk about why I think Trump will win when it comes to trade. Amanda, take us a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World, brand name merchandise at unbelievably low prices. Furniture, appliances, and electronics. Circuit World is locally owned and operated, serving the tri-state area. Circuit World has highly trained professionals to help. Visit your hometown Circuit World today. 3 locations in Georgia, Ellijay, Blue Ridge, and Blairsville, Franklin, and Murphy, North Carolina. No credit checks, so let Circuit World deliver to you today.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Medium Pizza Hut pizzas just $5.99 each.
Did they say Pizza Hut?
For $5.99?
Yes, and yes.
Yes. Introducing the deal you want on the pizza you crave. 2 medium pizzas just $5.99 each. No one out pizzas the hut.
Folks, remember the saber rattling? You remember my button is bigger than your button? Put up Trump and Kim, whatever his name is, Rocket Man, okay? The North Korean dictator, okay? Remember all the saber rattling, my button's bigger than your button? Remember the tweet that supposedly accidentally went out in Hawaii, the Hawaii Emergency Management, the tweet that accidentally went out, remember that, that an incoming missile from North Korea, and there was an incoming missile, 1 man died of a heart attack, there were several other, there was pictures of people stuffing their children down in the sewers, sewer drains. You remember that? And you remember all of this was Donald Trump's fault because after 24 years, now I did a segment here, FYNTV.com. Sam and I did this early on when she started here. This is a year ago. We're gonna go a year now back. We did a segment at least a year ago called 24 Years of Failed North Korean foreign policy. All right, that was laying on Donald Trump's desk when he got there. We did the whole breakdown, all of the Secretary of State, all the great presidents that came and went and left this North Korean nuclear armed regime, evil regime in place for Trump to handle. Trump let the man know he wasn't playing games. You forget that this guy watched Pence and Trump. You remember President Donald Trump took a trip to China? This is his first year. China, Japan, okay, Indonesia, the Philippines, South Korea. He went, this President of the United States went to all of our, okay, South Asian Sea, I guess, South Asian Sea allies there, the Asian Peninsula. He went to all of them and talked to them and told them what he was going to do. Mike Pence has been over there, went to every one of them, told them what they were going to do. Pence, the famous picture of Vice President Pence standing at the demilitarized zone looking over. This guy knows beyond the shadow of a doubt that Donald Trump does not play games. This guy said he had a button. Trump said, I have a bigger button, and mine works. Now, you remember all the Sunday after Sunday after Sunday of the liberal shows. Oh, they were scared to death, this saber rattling and what Trump was doing, and he was hurting diplomatic efforts. Remember? There was all these possible diplomatic efforts. Remember, we're just going to have to learn to live with a nuclear North Korea. Trump said no, he's not going to do it. So, the reason we opened up with Sam Nunberg this morning, the drunk that made 6 interviews, all the nightly news, this could have been the lead. All the nightly newscasts could have opened at 6 p.m. with, could have opened at 6 p.m. with Trump scores a diplomatic foreign policy win. This could have been the opening. President Donald J. Trump scores a diplomatic, may have scored a diplomatic, positive foreign policy win today with North Korea. It could have happened. But no. Breakthrough in North Korea, ready to denuclearize if regime safety is guaranteed. Score another diplomatic victory for Trump, whose hardline negotiating tactics appeared to have generated a dramatic and favorable for market outcome. The markets reacted. The markets love this news. Moments ago, futures spiked, 10 yen yields jumped. I do not know all of this when it comes to trading, foreign trading, jumped. And the US Dow Jones bounced about 160 on what has been dubbed as a diplomatic breakthrough. The North and South Korea have agreed to hold direct talks between their leaders, with North Korea signaling it is willing to abandon its nuclear program if regime security can be guaranteed. North Korea open to denuclearizing if regime safety is guaranteed from South Korea. This is what they're told. The headlines came from South Korea National Security Office, Put the picture of them all up together there. The headline came from South Korea National Security Office Special Envoy, and I can't pronounce all their names, who is speaking to reporters in Seoul after returning from Pyongyang. Remember, he and another envoy, National Intelligence Service Chief, whatever his name is, met North Korean leader Kim Jong-il in Pyongyang on Monday. Chang confirms that nuclear Korea is indeed ready to stop the jawboning and negotiate. Why are they negotiating? Because Trump was so soft. Trump bowed to the regime. Trump did not say, I've got a nuclear button too, and mine works. Trump said, you even think about it, and I will wipe your country off the face of the earth. Oh, they were shaking in their boots. Where's Obama now when we need him? Why, Trump is saying things like he will clear North Korea off the face of the earth. See, folks, this win, all right? Ronald Reagan won the Cold War, okay? Ronald Reagan won the Cold War without firing a single shot. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. He won the Cold War with Russia without firing a single shot. This guy will win these battles without harming the United States of America, us the people. He will always have us, the American people, first. And that's what he tells you every day. Kim Jong-un wants to rewrite new history on South Korea unification. This comes from CNN, Tuesday, March 6th. Okay. North Korea leader Kim Jong-un told a high-ranked South Korean government delegation he wants to write a new history for national reunification during an unprecedented meeting between the two sides in Pyongyang, whatever, Monday. You do realize that the demilitarized zone, that the North does not consider the war to be over. You do realize that. The South moved on, but the North North Korea has never accepted the war being over between the North and South. And the demilitarized zone that is drawn is just that. That's where they're ready for battle on any given day because they have not accepted the war is over. So Donald Trump may officially have used his negotiating skills, the art of the deal, may I say, or his negotiating skills, may end up being the result of the acknowledgement from North Korea the war is over, finally. So he may put an official end, even in North Korea's mind, to that war. We may see, may see a unification of North and South Korea and may see a denuclearized North Korea, but it's not because any of our globalist former leaders got tough on this regime like Donald J. Trump. That's why I think he will win the trade war, folks. I think he will win what is being dubbed the trade war. Because I don't think the rest of the world is prepared. Because you don't call Donald Trump's bluff. You just don't do it. I'm going to take a break because at 9:30 you're going to meet Amanda, and then we're going to talk about qualifying when we come back in the state of Georgia, what's going on there, and at 9:30 Amanda's going to come into the conversation. But I just want to say, you may not believe this, but when Trump was in Michigan and he met Johnny that was holding up a Trump sign that just got off work, and he looked down and Johnny had work boots on. Trump's the kind of guy, he doesn't forget Johnny, whether you believe it or not. I'm your host, BKP. Take us to break, Amanda.
Had the time of my life. I never felt like this before. I swear
Tupelo Tea mission is to provide over 80 premium tea blends for tea lovers who are looking for ways to explore new flavors and blends. Come visit Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Be sure to sample our various varieties of honey and tea. Visit us on the web at tupelotea.com or call us at 706-946-TEAS. That's TEAS. Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
It's just this simple. Nobody beats Days on price. If it's a Chevy, you'll pay less at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Now save $4,000 off a new 2018 Chevy Malibu, or save up to $10,000 off a new 2018 Silverado Crew Cab. It doesn't matter which Chevy you choose. Nobody beats Days on price. $10,000 off Silverados and $4,000 off Malibus at Days Chevy in Jasper.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
And we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. In a couple minutes, we're going to get Amanda in here. Amanda is coming on every morning at 9:30 just to do a little talking. We are using our split screen technology, so we're working on that. And so that way, as she becomes more comfortable, she will just get in where she sees necessary. And that makes me nervous. I should have never said that, because I don't want you to have the green light of what you consider necessary to get in. All right, now, obviously, a lot of people do not want to hear me say Hope Hicks again. But wait, before, okay, everybody gets all bent out of shape. Trump says no chaos in the White House, but more staff changes could be coming. President Trump on Tuesday lashed out at the media coverage of his administration while warning of possible staff changes a day after former Trump campaign aide Sam Nunberg gave a series of interviews that shocked Washington. In the morning, it shocked Washington. So, how shocked is Washington, D.C. that somebody is drunk and on antidepressants? Really? How shocking was that news? All right? But let me say something here before I move on. Keep in mind, there's a couple things. Jared Kushner, let's go with Trump's son-in-law first. Jared Kushner, okay, is been downgraded. His security clearance has been downgraded, all right? And what happens is, okay, what happens when you take a job in the White House? I heard Priebus say, former Chief of Staff Reince Priebus say Sunday that he had a temporary clearance before inauguration, and it wasn't until late, I think it was late April, January, February, March, April, it was like 4.5 months. And Priebus said, hey, I've had the same job. He said, I haven't missed a mortgage payment in my entire life. I've had the same job, basically, and the same wife for 19 years. And it took the FBI over 4 months to give him his clearance necessary to do his job. So that's what happens. Let's get into Jared Kushner security clearance first. So what happens is you have to turn over everything. Now, if you're Priebus and you don't have a lot to go back through, all right, and you only got, you start the kindergarten teacher and you go all the way through and you do that, you get your clearance. But if you're Jared Kushner and you got your name on, 92 partnerships, okay, and this is how it works with the FBI. If you got your name on 92 partnerships and you've got loans with 18 different financial institutions and you just sold X amount of stock, all the above. Everything is gone through by the FBI. Everything. And what you will hear is our goal is to not put ourselves in a position where we can be blackmailed by a foreign country, where we can be blackmailed by anybody and have anything used that would cause them to do something against the country. So that's one on the security clearance. Two, why are so many? Now you don't see. I think the only cabinet position is HHS, Health and Human Services Secretary of HHS, okay, was Tom Price, and there's a new secretary there, and nobody ever talks about it. But you don't see the cabinet position. See, we've gone over a year, okay, and it's not uncommon that cabinet positions, change hands. But we're well into the second year, okay, and Rex Tillerson was supposed to quit 22 times, sources say. He's on the outs again with his Attorney General, Jeff Sessions. One right after another was supposed to go, but it hasn't happened. Ben Carson seems to be there. Rick Perry seems to be there. Ryan Zilke seems to be there. Mick Mulvaney seems to be there. Let's see. What's her name over there at the UN? Nikki Haley is still there, seems to be there. All right. But when you drill down into anyone that was anywhere around the campaign, they are leaving. And one of my opinions why they are leaving, folks, and you're hearing the news. You don't hear the news of Nikki Haley leaving. They try to start that trouble. You hear General Kelly's leaving. They try to start that trouble, okay? But the ones around the campaign, the Hope Hicks, okay? Now, for example, these people have enormous legal bills. And you have to understand, Robert Mueller's special counsel, their goal, and these are my words, are to destroy people. Why did General Flynn, Michael Flynn, make a deal? He's out of money. He's broke. I mean, they will destroy your whole entire family. And the White House does not pay your legal bills. White House does not pay your legal bills. Period. Okay? So, you got Hope Hicks goes in last week for 14 hours. She went in with an attorney, not a White House attorney, an attorney. I don't know, what was the attorney, $400 an hour? They can't take the legal bills, and it's done on purpose to get them to crack. They will say anything. They go to the mailbox and they have an attorney that says, hey, I know you gave me $50,000, but we've used that up. Mueller wants this. We've been subpoenaed this. We need to go through this. We need to redact this, and we need to have meetings with the White House counsel. But I just gave you $50,000. It doesn't matter. We have to. My opinion is they leave the White House. They go back in the private sector. They try to calm things down. They try to get some kind of revenue because they cannot. Their hands are tied in the White House that can pay their legal bills. That's my opinion. So, you know, that's just my opinion. Now, we get back to Trump and the Russian investigation. The FBI, what really happened with the special counsel is the largest classified clearance witch hunt ever in the United States. They're treating Trump like he did not win the election. They're treating Trump like a mid-level employee. They're treating Trump like the FBI just got him and he has to have a security clearance, so they're going to go through all of his bank records. They're treating him no better than the FBI treated Steve Bannon. They're treating him worse in this country. It's 9:30. Amanda, I've been going back and forth on a lot of stuff before I go to break and wrap up for today because I want to talk about some of the people that have qualified in election. How are you today? What do you have to discuss, and what do you want to talk about?
I actually have something that ties into a lot of what you said. I wanted to bring up how CNN, brought in Sam. I'm going to call him Sam Schrute. I like that. I like how you compared him to Dwight. But I don't know if you missed it, but CNN also brought in a young woman, Anastasia Vaskovich.
Okay.
Did you see that story?
No.
She is a jailed, I guess we can call her a prostitute because that is her career. She is jailed in Thailand, and she's willing to offer information on the Russian collusion to have jail time in the U.S. instead of Thailand. And I want to play a quick video just in case our audience hasn't seen this information either.
She describes herself as a seductress, a relentlessly self-promoting 21-year-old named Anastasia Vashukevich. With the social media stage name Nastya Rybka, this Belarus-born woman claims to have evidence of Russian meddling in the U.S. election. The question, is this a desperate ploy to get out of jail, or, as her friend claims, is this young woman truly in danger because she knows too much?
First, they are in danger. Second, they have the information. And third, we are afraid of their lives. Really afraid of their lives. We don't know what's going to happen.
For days, Vashukevich and several Russian friends have been held at this jail in the capital of Thailand, where visitors are not allowed to bring cameras. I just came out of this detention center where I spoke with Anastasia Vashukevich. It was loud and hot and chaotic, and talking through the bars, she says that she witnessed meetings between the Russian billionaire Oleg Deripaska and at least 3 Americans who she refused to name. She claims they discussed plans to affect the U.S. elections, but she wouldn't give any further information because she fears she could be deported back to Russia. Her claims might not hold much water if it wasn't for this. Photos published on her Instagram account of Vashukevich alongside Russian billionaire Oleg Deripaska. Deripaska, a one-time business partner of former Trump campaign manager Paul Manafort. He's pleaded not guilty to charges related to money laundering and other alleged crimes discovered during the investigation into Russian meddling. Vashukevич's posts showed Deripaska on board his private yacht, meeting Russia's Deputy Prime Minister Sergei Prihodko. Two powerful Russian men overheard in one video discussing U.S.-Russian relations. Vashukevich wrote about the meeting using altered names in this book. Deripaska denies meddling in the U.S. election and says Vashukevich was never his mistress.
Okay, so a prostitute, let's say we got a billionaire and there's a prostitute on the boat.
Yes, and I want to start off by saying, and I don't want to knock her in any way, and I'm a big advocate for ending sex trafficking, but we're taking someone. CNN has just stooped to a whole new level of low for exploiting a very, very troubled young girl. For what?
Yeah, but wait a minute. You can't keep doing this. I mean, earlier today, CNN had reached a new low. I mean, how many new lows could CNN reach in one day where you're concerned?
You tell me.
Okay, well, first of all, you know what really got me in that clip was the quotations around sex coach.
This is what she calls herself. And in Thailand, she was actually arrested for sex instruction, which means she was caught in the act of prostitution.
Interesting. So that's the story you bring this morning. No, that's right. You know, it just goes to show that. Could you send a? No, you better not. We'll get in trouble. I was going to say, could you send like Robert Mueller a message saying that I overheard somebody say to somebody that Russian meddling could have happened somewhere close to here, and see if CNN will rush up here and do a story?
No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to email someone at CNN and say that I have information on the Russian probe and see if I can get them to pay my utility bills this month. How about that? You know, like, what else does CNN have on collusion? It's over.
So you're going to send, so let's say this, you send CNN an email saying you have information on Russian collusion. You want to see if somebody returns your call?
Yeah. I bet they would.
Okay, I like that. Well, that was
any flunky out here.
No, that was a good story because they're not going to stop. We know why they will not stop with Donald Trump, and CNN will circle the globe to find a prostitute.
It's sad.
That may have been on the helicopter. CNN will circle the globe to find a prostitute that may have been on the helicopter with two billionaires that may have done business several years ago with Paul Manafort and may have taken a picture with somebody else 10 years ago. I mean, it's interesting. Right. Okay. What else? That was very good. What else do you have?
That's all I got.
That's it.
That's all I got.
No, that was worth it. That was worth it. I did not see that. I thank you for bringing that to the audience. I appreciate it. This is Amanda, folks. This is Amanda and our split screen. Okay. I want to on the split screen. I want to work on the BKP Amanda. There's a lot of space there. Maybe. The bar, the gray bar, we could change the color. Let's bring the audience in, and the background that surrounds the split screen to give it a little more pop. Okay.
Well, how about this? We'll put a big American flag across the split screen, all right here.
There you go. That was it. There you go.
That's what you want?
That's what I want. We'll try it.
All right, we'll work on it.
Amanda, thank you very much. Now, folks, as we wrap up today, let's take a brief break. We're going to come back, and when we come back, who has qualified to run for office in North Georgia, and who has qualified. And I'm going to close the show with why I'm tired of hearing about the $175 of steel in additional cost to make an automobile. I'm your host, BKP. Take us to break, Amanda.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World, brand name merchandise at unbelievably low prices. Furniture, appliances, and electronics. Circuit World is locally owned and operated, serving the tri-state area. Circuit World has highly trained professionals to help. Visit your hometown Circuit World today. 3 locations in Georgia: Ellijay, Blue Ridge, and Blairsville, Franklin, and Murphy, North Carolina. No credit checks, so let Circuit World deliver to you today.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Medium Pizza Hut pizzas just $5.99 each.
Did they say Pizza Hut?
For $5.99?
Yes, and yes.
Yes. Introducing the deal you want on the pizza you crave. 2 medium pizzas just $5.99 each. No one out pizzas the hut.
And we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. We got about 15 minutes. As soon as the show is over, Amanda, I'm headed over to Nicholson Tire to get my oil change. I think I'm going to go with the tire rotation, balance, everything. I think I want everything.
I need to do all that too.
Yeah, I think I want the tires balanced, rotation, rotate the tires, spin the little things around, put them back on there. Maybe the vibration will be gone. Change the oil. I mean, I'm really going to go up there because you know why? Because I don't want to say dread. But I think yesterday was my last, and I don't want to call leisure evening, but I think it was my last day at home. No, I don't mean I'm leaving home. You understand? I mean, you know, I can be confusing. I'm not leaving home like, you know, I'm not running away from home. But I mean, I got to get the oil changed because I think from here on out, it's going to be 100 straight days of, not even 100 now, of campaign hell. Every night somebody will be somewhere, and I've got to be in the back of the room saying hello or checking it out and keeping up with it. Because I made a commitment this morning, right? Did we not? Did we make a commitment?
You did.
Okay, well, you know, that's what I have to do. Anyhow, folks, there's a couple things, okay? Before we get to the qualifying, I want to talk about, let's go through the Donald Trump tweets first. So our president of the United States has decided to send out some tweets this morning, which I enjoy. 1 hour ago, Amanda, 1 hour ago, the President of the United States tweeted out, lowest rated Oscars in history. Problem is we don't have stars anymore except your president. Just kidding, of course. You gotta like that.
I love him.
You gotta like that.
I just love him.
He said, just kidding, of course. They'll go nuts over that today. They will go nuts. You gotta give it to the guy. We don't have any stars anymore except for your president. Just kidding. Just kidding. Relax, everybody. Oh, my God. So anyhow, then the other tweet that the President of the United States sent out 57 minutes ago, federal judge in Maryland has just ruled that President Trump has the right to end DACA. President Obama had 8 years to fix this problem and didn't. I am waiting for Dems. They are running for the hills. That is true. Folks, the news last night led, ABC, NBC, CBS led with Sam Nunberg, drunk as a skunk, off his meds. They were trying to sober him up at every interview. They said, stop everything. We do know that Donald Trump said 6 months ago or whatever, DACA is going to end on March 5th. We know he gave us. It's like the debt ceiling to them. They wait till the last minute. It's like shutting down the government. The President of the United States exposed both parties by giving them 6 months to talk, 6 months to put something together. Well, he has not led the way. Yes, he has, folks. 6 months, nothing. Democrats do not want to solve DACA. Don't want to do it. Don't want to do it. Okay, that's 59 minutes ago. Now, 34 minutes ago, it's interesting. We have just done this story 34 minutes ago, possible progress. Now, this is the one that makes me really like the guy and thankful he's President of the United States today and not Jeb Bush. Okay, possible progress being made in talks with North Korea. For the first time in many years, a serious effort is being made by all parties concerned. The world is watching and waiting. Maybe false hope, maybe, but the U.S. is ready to go hard in either direction. So if you're coming to the table and you're going to denuclearize North Korea, we'll go hard with you that way and we'll make it happen. But if you're not, we're going the other way just as hard. That's why I like this guy. All right, the $175 per car. And these are my last two things of the day. Okay. Now, some of you out there are in business, you're in small business, and you understand what it's like to make $100, and you understand what it's like to lose $100, and you understand what it's like to need $100 to operate, and it costed you $200 to operate that day. Revenue is down. We understand most of that. So, although the zeros, there's more zeros, we're not really that dumb out here in the mainland, rural America, that when somebody says they've lost X billions of dollars and we loan them X billions of dollars, they do not say, voila, we have found X billions of dollars and paid back the bill. Average Americans take out a 30-year mortgage, some 15, okay, which on a $100,000 home, they pay almost $300,000 back over the course of the 30 years. And that's just the best they can do, okay? Americans are taking out auto loans, 72 months, same as 0%, 72 months, okay? Still yet. But it takes 6 years to pay those automobiles off, and $800 a month, $600 a month, $500 a month, $1,200 a month, whatever. So average Americans do not believe, and if you do, let me squash that, okay, that when the auto manufacturers collapsed, we'll go with Chrysler and GMC right now, when they collapsed, GM and Chrysler and, Ford hit the skids there. And they got in trouble for flying their corporate jets to Washington, D.C., and they needed money. Well, we turned over the auto manufacturers to the unions. The unions became the real owners, not the American people. The American people loaned billions of dollars in what is a false economy, a recession. You see, billions of dollars, billions and billions of dollars was loaned to the auto manufacturers. All right? There were new credit avenues set up for the auto manufacturers. All right? And in the midst, while you and I were struggling, their sales were going through the roof. We yet don't know how their sales went through the roof. Okay? We did the old cash for clunkers. You remember that? If you can roll it, push it, or shove it on a lot, we're going to give you so much cash, we're going to buy it and put towards that new vehicle. Okay. Didn't matter. Cash for clunkers. Remember that brilliant idea we had? But here's the thing. So what did they do up at General Motors? Say, look, our truck, Ford and Chrysler, our truck is $30,000. So let's change the sticker to $30,500. And we'll take that $500 and give it back to the American people to pay off the debt that they loaned us, billions of dollars. That didn't happen, folks. It didn't happen. You see, we know the burden that was shifted onto the American people from the unions. We know the burden of the retirement fund that they cannot pay, the pensions that they cannot pay with the auto manufacturers. You and I know how they shifted everything around to give the illusion that they were once again profitable. I don't know. That they were paying their bills. And most of all, in a recession, they were able to pay back the American people billions of dollars. Well, we all know those are lies. We all know that they did nothing but shift the debt into different columns in their accounting. We know that. We know it wasn't possible. I mean, there's not a business on earth that had that great of a business plan to borrow billions, hundreds and hundreds of millions from the federal government and turn around and pay it back. You see, these are not the same years when Lee Iacocca with Chrysler and Jimmy Carter bailed out Chrysler and Lee Iacocca invented the Chrysler minivan and Lee Iacocca invented the K car. All right, along with the Mustang over Ford. And he created a product. He created an interest for the product. This is not like that when Chrysler paid back. And we know that. But you and I keep hearing that this will cost $175 per car. I tell you what, we'll accept the increased cost on an automobile. When you accept that you lied to us, that you did not pay back the debt that General Motors and all of you took out, a loan from us, the taxpayers. When you admit that you cannot even pay the burden, and that eventually the auto manufacturers have to collapse and go broke again. There's no way out. You see, they didn't fix anything. You cannot have a false quantitative easing 1, quantitative easing 2 of flush cash out into a unreal economy and expect to really pay those bills back. I'm so tired of hearing that $175 per automobile. $175 per automobile is not our problem. It's the burden and the lie to the American people about the true cost of the automobile before Trump ever said 25% on steel. Folks, let me wrap up by telling you, you can go. It is time for qualifying. FetcherNews.com. Qualifying. House Speaker David Ralston has requalified to run for the 7th District here. And he has requalified yesterday. He has an opponent, Margaret Williamson, which is Natalie is writing an article now that will be on there. If you go to FetcherNews.com, we want to go over it one more time. Let's go to 1. If you go to FetcherNews.com, FYN Election 1, you will see there's a button. If you go to FetchYourNews.com, election FYN Election 1, McFly, are you over there? Why, you do that just to stress me out?
Patience.
Okay. If you go to FetchYourNews.com and you look at the top of the screen, there's a button, the second one to your right, as you're looking at the screen that says Election 2018. You can click on that and your information will be there. Then you see all of your buttons there: Gilmer, Fannin, Pickens, Union, Dawson, White, Towns. Click on Gilmer. So let's go to Election 2. Let's go to the number 2. We've clicked on Gilmer. That will take you to the Fetch Your News Gilmer website. And up there again, you see Election 2018 button there. And you click on the Election 2018 button on Gilmer, and here's what comes up. It comes up the Election 2018 category. You got the third one? That's what comes up, and you will see the Election 2018 Gilmer election candidates qualified, and right next to that you will see Speaker David Ralston qualifies for re-election in House District 7. So that is there. If you click on who qualified, then you will see yesterday Commission Chair in Gilmer County Charlie Paris qualified to run for another term. Ronald Watkins has qualified to run for Board of Education, and Michael Bramlett, Board of Education District 4. Those are the qualifying there. You can go to Fannin County, and you can see in Fannin County, we'll just go to that one quickly. I'll click through there, show you. I went to Fannin 2018. Candidates qualify in 2018. There it is, the top. And we have, let's see, at the top, we have Dixie Carter. Dixie Carter has qualified for the Democrat ballot for Post 2. So that Post 2, Commission Post 2 in Fannin County is going to be an aggressive election. Dixie Carter has qualified on the Democrat side. On the Republican side, Glenn Patterson has qualified for Post 2. Bobby Bearden has qualified to run again for Board of Education. Marvin Allen has also qualified to run in the Board of Education. So that's how you check everybody that's qualified this week. Qualifying will end Friday, and we will know all the elections where they're set. In every county we cover, we plan to have every qualified candidate there so you can see, and we will cover everything from every forum we can get to, every debate we can get to. We'll bring as many things as we can to you live throughout this election process so you have the most information. Let's see. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. Tomorrow is Wednesday, correct? Okay.
It's Wednesday tomorrow.
Wednesday, and then Thursday, and then Friday we're in Circuit World. Okay. So tomorrow, Wednesday. I'm your host, BKP. We'll be back first thing in the morning, 8 a.m. Take us out of here, Amanda.